Anarchy. Let's revolt. This game belonged to someone named Kalic, K-A-L-E-I-C. On the actual disc, they tried to like wipe it off or whatever, but it doesn't affect gameplay or anything like that. So I used to read books by Crime Think. There's this book called Days of War, Night of Love, something to that degree. There's also a book called Evasion, which is awesome. It's this book about a hobo, this homeless person that would squat in libraries and just go around being a nomad and just like eating apples. Like there was one time where like all he came across was apples and he got tired of eating apples. But apples are like the perfect food anyway. It's like apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's because like apples have so much good stuff in them. But yeah, like I don't believe in absolute anarchy because with human nature, it's I don't know, people tend to want to dominate out of narcissism and selfishness and whatnot. True collectivism is I don't know, like there's problems with socialism, communism, or whatever. So I think you got to find like a good equilibrium, a good balance. So I'm a big fan of incorporating elements of anarchy, just like being a minimalist when it comes to consuming goods and consuming stuff. And like, if you can barter instead of trading money, that's good and stuff like that. Just like forming good bonds with your communities and stuff. So, you're not like a complete slave to, what the controllers want you to do, the elites, the whole paradigm structure thing. But anyway, this is Revolt, and we're talking about revolting because of revolt. But I don't know. It's like I always kind of just talk about different things with my little intros and stuff. And I used to read more, and I want to get back into reading. I want to read a little bit. I used to read Goosebumps like crazy. And then I was just kind of looking through my stuff, and I got like Mad magazines, and I got those rags. But I also got books with them too, and I got a lot of like anarchy sympathizing stuff. Like Noam Chomsky was an anarchist sympathizer, and if you really want to get a good handle on politics and just how it's just futile anyway to try to, I mean, you can analyze politics when it comes to analyzing the whole structure with politics, the whole what happened, and trying to analyze exactly the reasonings behind things or just the agendas behind things. But yeah, it Noam Chomsky's just good stuff. Is all I'm saying. It's just it's just analyzing the whole culture, just the how backwards things are and how unjust, and it makes you angry. But it's like a hardcore red pill to swallow. It's truth, Noam Chomsky's some good stuff, man. As a professor of MIT, I mean, that's a little something. But Noam Chomsky, he's like a hero. I bet you when he dies, people are going to just celebrate him like hardcore. He's going to be remembered, not really celebrated in his life. Kind of like Nikola Tesla was a nobody. He died with just a bunch of birds on a rooftop somewhere. He just died alone. But he was a MGTOW, and people will just celebrate him now. And yeah, it's kind of crazy how like in your lifetime people don't really appreciate you, but then when you die, I don't know. That's kind of what the Illuminati does with the celebrities. It's like they'll just cash in on you, whether or not you were famous or not. They're just gonna, you know what I mean? Like they'll prop you up if you're a good little puppet, but then when you die, they totally cash in and cha-ching. You know what I mean? Like they'll come out with weird albums after the fact. Like Tupac has a weird album after the fact. It's like, dude, like it's a little bit weird, a little bit coincidental. Like came out with a movie or something. This is it after Michael Jackson died. A little bit weird, a little bit off, a little bit too coincidental if you ask me. I think that they totally create music with like voice synthesizers and stuff, and they say, oh yeah, that was an original. Yeah, Michael Jackson was working on that, but he probably didn't even. Or it might have been a halfway finished project or a B-side or something, and then they just finished it with somebody that sounds a whole lot like them. I think that's within the realm of possibility, don't you think? Likely. But anyway, this is Revolt, and I love these little long intros, and I'm sorry if it's annoying you guys. I probably need to stick to the point. Now, I was thinking with some of my import games that I'm kind of revisiting, which I'm working on right now. I'm working on one fighting game. But I was thinking about just kind of staying to the point and keeping the time signatures very small, because I want to go ahead and get the ones that I've essentially already reviewed with the North American releases, the NTSC releases. Sorry, don't mean to make, NTSC is more than North America, but I don't know. I think Canada and South America is still considered America, right? That whole chunk. But anyway, but yeah, the import games, I just kind of want to maybe do some shorter videos for the ones that I've already done, especially the fighting games that are a little bit easier to put together. But this is Revolt. It's a racing game, and I'm not really talking about the fact that it's a racing game, but it's RC cars, and the controls are a little bit wonky. I feel like it's a little bit hard to control. I've played this before, and I think that, like with any racing game, you just kind of have to get used to the tracks for sure on this one, because this is one of those where you'll hit like a weird corner, and it just kind of, you want to hit pause and restart, because it's frustrating in that regard. You definitely have to memorize the tracks and know what you're doing. But look at this, man. It just looks amazing, man. I mean, like, it's like Toy Racers, man. It's like, if you like that little RC, I think the character's name is RC from Toy Story. I think I had one of the Burger King toys. I had like a Woody doll Burger King toy, and I was thinking about tracking that down, but I don't know. And I had I think it was like a regular release Buzz Lightyear figure, but of course the dome broke off eventually later on. But I don't know. I kind of got a soft spot in my heart for Toy Story, and I'm a little bit nostalgic for the first Toy Story. And I think I read online that the Toy Story trilogy is like arguably one of the best. I don't know, Toy Story 2 wasn't that good, because I didn't really like that female Woody, like that Jane or whatever her name is. Of course, she wore denim. Jane, I don't know. I don't know. That character. Possibly the worst, and it was so weird. She got with Buzz Lightyear. She's supposed to get with Woody, right? She's from the same toy line as Woody. But Woody had a thing for Bo Peep. This stuff's hilarious, by the way. I love my channel because it's not just about stuff, it's just about everything. It's about MGTOW, random stuff, cool stuff, nostalgia, Dreamcast. I love it. Revolt, everybody. Gonna start, I don't know. This screams early release Dreamcast game. I'm not sure exactly if this was an early release. It wasn't a launch game, I don't believe. Just gonna put player 1. RC Bandit's the one that they recommend, but let's see, ACC, I'm not sure what ACC means, so I'm just going to balance, whatever looks the most balanced to me is what I'm going to go for. You need something with a little bit of weight. I'll go with this yellow looking. Okay, you're able to pick the second arena. I remember playing this game many a times, just trying to play that first stage and getting stuck on it. So here we are in a shopping center. Now I'm going to try to kind of stay behind people so I can understand the layout of the level. Whoa. It is really easy to oversteer. Okay. Now those little lightning bolts do something. I think it just recharges your battery. Something to that nature. I feel like there's ice on the floor, so that was like why I was oversteering so bad in that segment, but I was oversteering before that part too. This screams Toy Story to me. Hey, I got a thing. Do I go this way? Yeah. I love the level designs. It's very creative and awesome. I think I tried to play like Championship or something before, and I got stuck, and unfortunately I just get stuck in this game like crazy. But like I said, you just got to really memorize the layouts and really kind of figure out what the game is asking of you. And once you figure it out, I'm sure that there's a lot of fun to be had. You know, I've had too many good games growing up. Like I had Shenmue, Space Channel 5, Sonic Adventure. You know, and I always played the crap out of those games. I even had Fur Fighters. I played that. I played MDK2. Love that game. And I never really had this growing up. So, I don't know. It looks good. I feel like it's kind of the middle of the road game. It's not something that I would pick to play necessarily. I would play Speed Devils over this game. I would play other racing games other than this. I would play Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer over this game. Pin Triathlon I'd play over this game. See, I'm just kind of flipped. Is there a button that I can... Okay, the Y button kind of regenerates you or whatever. Now I'm lost again, okay. But the Y button kind of... Oh, the X button flips you. The Y button just kind of restarts you or something. But you know, do you know what I mean when you oversteer? I think I might need to pick a different RC car, and I think I'm going the wrong way. I just noticed that there's an arrow on the lower left-hand corner, and I want to be forgiving when I'm talking about this game, because this game is pretty decent. Like I said, you just have to get used to the stages, and there's little things that you can learn, like that arrow I just noticed. And yeah, let's see if there's a different stage that I can unlock, and a different RC car that I can just retire. Let's see if there's a different RC car, right? Yeah, I love the level design. It's awesome. Saving progress, that's cool. I guess I'll see if there's a VMU backup file that I can get going on. Start race, single race. Let's just do that whole thing again. Let's see what weighs the most. I need heft. That looks pretty good. It's like a truck. That's cool. Supermarket, museum. Sure, let's do it. I like museums. I like it when like the medieval armor. That stuff's spooky, man. Just imagining them coming back to life, you know. This one's kind of a dark stage. Hey, the floor looks cool. I think that the weight kind of makes a difference. I feel like I have a whole lot more handle. So that's cool. That's good to know. Playability's there. I hit the Y button on accident because I was trying to hit reverse. Now, reverse might be the left trigger, and it is. It is. So that's good to know. That's good to know. So easy to oversteer. Got the Masonic black and white tile floors. Is there... Oh, yeah, A button is like a... I just shot a rocket. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta figure out the stages before you do anything, because I'm not doing too hot. I might need to turn the brightness up. Let me just do that real quick. Okay, is this doing any good? Can you see any better? Because I kind of can't. I think it's making it worse. Okay, that's not the way I need to be going. Huh. The term discombobulated comes to mind. Oh, this is neat to look at. Yeah, the oversteering is a problem, so that really kind of makes and breaks this game. I'm just going to talk about it. It's frustrating. Not my favorite racer. I'm going to upload a different game save just because we're talking about it, right? I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, Speed Devils and Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer and San Francisco Rush 2049 is better than this game. Most of the racing games is better than this game. Pin Pin Triathlon is better than this game. And I forgot what I rated those games, but I'm just going to kind of go by feel. And if I'm giving off an inaccurate score, so be it. Whatever. I'm just kind of going with my gut anyway. Like 2 is unplayable, 3 is like a hot mess where you can't play anything. I mean, it's just horrible. But I don't know. Maybe this is like a middle of the road 5 range because I don't know. There's not much to like right now because of the controls on the steering and just the oversteering and the I don't know. Like I hate twirling around. I want to feel like I'm in just like a heavy vehicle, you know, with like really good handling. That's what I want. I want better handling in my racing games, you know. Well, what do you know? I don't think that there is Revolt. I'm looking at the R's right here. So I guess there's no save files or whatever for Revolt. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's just kind of out of place. It's like RE dash goes before REV. I was going in alphabetical order without the dash in mind. All the cars, including Mystery, UFO, and Clockwork cars. Oh, that's cool. All Track, Carnage, UFO, and all cars. Seems like they're all basically the same. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to do the first one, sure. I went ahead and deleted the other files, so we got this. It says it was copied. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see what that UFO car was all about. Cartoon? Yeah, let's do that. Evil Weasel. Mouse? Aquasonic. I like that. That's a cool name for something. Aquasonic. I like that. Where's UFO? Fat Slug with a PHAT. That's awesome. Perp Pig. Purple Pig is taking a vacation. He's on vacation. Groovester looks cool. I'm not sure if the UFO thing is a car or if it's a track. Mystery. Oh, that sounds cool. UFO. I was talking about the UFO before I was talking about Mystery, so. Toys in the Hood 2. Toys in the Hood 1. Toys in the Hood 2 sounds funnier. Botanical Gardens. I call my dog, like my dog's name is Bucky, and I call him Bakita, because yeah, like Bakita, like, you know, Bakita Botanical Gardens is what I call him. We all have pet names for our pets, right? I mean, you know, if we didn't have pet names for our pets, then, you know, things wouldn't be right with the world. I'll turn it down, way down. Oh, that's so cool. I'm a UFO. That's really dope. Oh, the steering is really bad. I feel like I'm a Roomba. We are at the Botanical Garden. I like this stage. I just like the way the stages look. you know, what did I say? 3.4 out of. No, I didn't say that. I said 5. I'm just contemplating when I'm going to score this. But, yeah, you get to play a Roomba. Oh yeah, the A button, you can shoot stuff. It's so easy to oversteer. I wonder if a steering wheel kind of helps situations. It looks cooler than it is, you guys, because it definitely looks cooler than it is. Not having fun. I don't know, man. Like middle of the road, it's like I'm not having fun personally, but it's not like I want to totally give up. That's why I'm kind of leaning on a straight 5. But I'm still disappointed though. It's just not my kind of game. I don't know. That mystery car, I was like excited. Like, what's up with mystery? Is it like a randomized thing? Rooftops. Ooh, that sounds cool. I'm thinking about just seriously giving this a. Oh, it's the Riddler's car. It's just I bet you the driver of this car. Well, there's no real driver, but the person with the little remote control has a bag over his head. It's that guy from Guilty Gear. That weird guy from Guilty Gear. You know? Always keeping their face covered. Wrong way, Peter Peach Fuzz. Oh, yeah. Stage design, man, gets creative points that way. You probably just need to play this game and get used to it and stuff. And I can't ignore the creative influence. It's a really good looking game, and despite the fact that it's not for me, I'm kind of wanting to give it a 5.5. I just kind of can't forgive the controls. It's just really bad. Yeah. This game just totally looks cooler than it is. It's kind of a disappointing game, but do I recommend? No. I'm going to give it a 5.5 because it just looks so awesome. So that's how I feel, and 5.5 out of 10. And other than that, thanks for watching, guys.